Hello, it's August the 22nd. It's more like October, even November outside.
It's freezing.
We're at the tail end of a hurricane. It was a little hurricane at times, but there we go.
He's a hooligan dog.
So I hope you're all doing well.
We're at Chesil Beach. I think it's Dorset.
So we're on day 18 of full-time van life. Due to circumstances beyond our control, we decided to move into the van sooner than we anticipated.
We had to flee our house because, unfortunately, our neighbours were, well...
unruly.
We don't want to say much because they were having a crisis of their own, but their crisis spilled over onto us and...
with threats.
Yeah, so we didn't feel safe anymore after he was... Detained and then released unexpectedly. He came back the next day and we were like, oh...
So we escaped. It was a blessing in disguise in some ways.
It was. It forced us to move into the motorhome, which we would have done anyway eventually. Oh, the camera's shaking.
Shall I do it?
Yeah.
Well, we had a slight interlude there where Alicia thought the camera was wobbling, but in fact it wasn't wobbling, it was him.
I was wobbling.
You were wobbling, you muppet. So where were we? Yeah, so we had to escape and moved full-time into the van, and yeah, haven't looked back, really. It was a great decision.
So many beautiful places that you can stay for free as well. But yeah, we had a few traumas, didn't we?
I think the first one was when we've had some really old leisure batteries, and we went to a company in Somerset called Mr. Batteries.
Yeah.
We got some advice there from a chap called Mark, who owns the company.
Yeah, hi Mark, Steve
Mark.
and Megan.
Very highly regard them. We bought some new leisure batteries. They're Quasar carbon gel nanotube batteries.
Yeah, they're really futuristic.
Just out on the market, you can discharge them by 90%, which is almost the equivalent of a lithium battery.
They've got a really long lifespan.
Between 10 and 15 years if you look after them. So we fitted those.
And we'll do a little video about that.
And everything we thought was working fine, didn't we?
We thought it.
We thought.
Well, we weren't sure. We were like, well, why does it say 0 watts all the time?
Yeah.
It says the battery's on float. So we thought, oh, it must be okay, but there's 0 watts. Or maybe it doesn't need any watts because we don't know anything.
Yep.
But then we parked up one night, a fierce beeping emitted from the original Sergeant control panel, and then all the lights went out and all the power, and we couldn't turn it back on. So there was a problem.
Yeah, but it works out that those leisure batteries had basically received no charge for nearly 3 weeks.
Oops.
And they still kept powering things. You charged your MacBook Pro 3 times off them.
It was an unintentional real test of their capabilities.
Yeah.
And they've really proven themselves good.
Really, really good. So I went back and sought the advice from Stephen at Mr. Batteries.
Well, he basically looked at my wiring and said it was shite.
And he just gave us some advice.
Yeah, he said, just take everything out that you've done and do it again properly. Yeah. And he showed us how to do it properly, and now it works perfectly.
It's fab, absolutely fab. We've discovered that the solar panel on the roof is actually a bit bobbins. It's not as powerful as we thought it was, so we're going to add one of these newfangled flexible solar panels. We're going to wait till November because Mr. Batteries are opening a service centre.
Yeah.
And they're so helpful, so friendly. Yeah. So check them out, Mr. Batteries in Somerton, Somerset. We'll put a link in the description as well. So that was one disaster. What else have we had? Oh, the fridge went a little bit haywire, but it was really hot. We had really hot few days.
Got a fridge thermometer and it said it was 14 degrees in the fridge. I think you might get a small compressor fridge so that we can keep like meat and dairy in it, just to keep that really cool in hot weather, and then just keep the old fridge as well. The oven is the other issue. These are all the issues we're discovering. We've had the van nearly 3 years and we've been away in it a lot, but it's not until you move in full time that you really discover the issues with your van. And we found that the oven actually doesn't really work at all.
That's a bit crap. The hob's really efficient, the grill's really efficient, but the oven is just pants.
Yeah, it can give you a bit of a suntan. It's as powerful as it gets.
Yeah, so that's coming out, and we've got a 2-ring gas hob and grill.
Yeah, I figured I only ever really use 2 rings at the most. We'll have a bit of extra worktop space as well, somewhere to put the kettle.
And more space underneath. Open up the storage. And best of all, we'll be able to access the water pump.
Yeah, because that's terrifying. If that goes, we have no real way of accessing it at the moment because it's behind the oven.
Which is a stupid place to put it.
Well, if it's the original pump, it's done 17 years, so it's not bad. Although it makes a racket.
It is very noisy.
It gets come loose from its moorings.
Yeah, so we've got a spare one. I think that's always advisable to carry a spare water pump. Talking of water, Melvin has a bit of a wind problem. Melvin the motorhome, when we're filling up with water, he gets to about 80 litres and then his overflow pipe starts having a little wee-wee.
Yeah, and then he does a belch.
And then he does a great big belch. And loads of air comes out and then you can start filling up again. And you have to rock the van a little bit and he has another belch.
We've only discovered this since living in Melbourne full time because we thought, oh great, all the lights are on, he must have a full tank, but it's got a lot of air in it, so it's a false reading. So now we know we have to burp him.
Yes, he needs burping.
And I thought, here's a note for HPC, who make the levelling legs. They've got a setting on there for tank, which tilts the whole van so you can tip everything out of your water tanks, which is great. It needs a burping setting as well, so it just shakes the van a little bit. We've actually stood in the van and wobbled around to try and shake the air out of him to burp him.
So have any of you found that with your fresh water tank? Do you need to, like, wind your van? One of the other additions we've done, which we haven't spoken about, is the toilet. Everybody loves a good toilet discussion.
Yes, it's so important.
I don't know whether you're supposed to leave that grill on there and try and push everything through and move the grill. Why the grill?
There's a channel, Andre and Lisa. Hello to Andre and Lisa if you ever watch this. They're great. They're a South African couple who live in their van touring around Europe. And they said they were limited on their journey plans as to where the next black waste emptying point would be. And so they decided to swap out their cassette toilet for a composting toilet. And so we went, we're not doing that, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
And I said, well, you've never emptied the water tank from the cassette toilet, which is really disgusting job. So we swapped it and we'll do a video about it and let you know what we think of that.
Yeah, went with a separate tiny.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you want to know more about the toilet, which is, of course, one of the biggest things when you're travelling.
You cannot get away from the poops.
No. You need to comment. No, don't. Well, you can comment. That'd be nice. Make sure you subscribe.
Never say that. Don't bother commenting.
Yeah, well, don't bother doing anything if you don't want to. If you don't want to do anything, that's fine. But it'd be nice if you subscribed and help us grow.
These are all the modifications we're making in order to live full time.
Yeah.
And the other thing we did was the bed, which we're going to do a video about how we converted Melvin's bed to be an extendable super duper king size bed,
which still isn't big enough because the pickle takes up most of it.
Yeah, we somehow seem to be shoved to the edges again, don't we? I don't know how such a small dog takes up so much room.
And the next thing that we're doing then is also we're going to replace the gas bottle, because currently we're just using Caligas, where you have to go and find somewhere to swap your bottle out when you think you're getting near to empty, because we did run out one night. Woke up in the morning and the fridge had no light on it.
Yeah, then we had to throw things away, which was a bummer.
So we're going to replace that with refillable. So make sure you tune in to see about that.
Yeah, and see how we mess that up.
No, we can't mess that up because it's gas.
No, we won't, because we're going to get it all checked, all the gas installation. Yeah. We're going to
have it pressure tested. We're going to go and have all the gas system safety checked. And they're going to do a pressure test, and we're going back to
Taunton Caravan Services. Thank you so much to John, Debbie and Martin, who are our absolute heroes.
If you're in the area and you get stuck with anything to do with your campervan, caravan and motorhome, check them out.
They're in a place called Henlade, which is a great name.
Yeah. And so, dead easy to get to. They're lovely people. They'll do everything they can to help you out. They're really good.
Yeah, so in this video we just want to show you a little bit of our adventures of our first kind of 2-3 weeks full-time living in the motorhome. All amazing places we've been, and there's so much more to come. Well, tonight we are being brave. We're doing our first ever proper off-grid wild camping. No campsite, no pub stopover, just in an undisclosed car park in Somerset. But it's actually a lovely location. The road is quite busy. I'm sure it will die down at night because it's sort of in the middle of nowhere really, by a pumping station. It's lovely by the water. There's a walk that we can go on with Kiva down there. That's where she gets all the burrs in her fur. There's a few fishermen. I'd much rather be here, to be honest, than be stuck in four walls in a house. I think it's rather beautiful. There's herons and swans. We've got burrs. Don't worry, lovely. We'll get them off when we get back to life. Good girl. So, fingers crossed for a peaceful night. The problem with that walk is all the burrs that stick to the dog's fur. She's not happy about it. She enjoyed the walk, but she's not happy about the burrs. She's not cooperating terribly well to have them removed.
Stay still.
She's trying to bite them off herself and then make herself cough. For all you people out there, have you got a special method of getting rid of burrs? Let us know in the comments. Making butternut squash chips. Just checking our oven because it hasn't been working very well. Let Zoe give it a good scrub on the jets.
You're saying I'm a scrubber?
Our first night in the wild. It's quite a stormy evening, even though it's August. The oven's been on for a little bit now. It's on nearly 100. That's pretty good. We need it to be on about 200 for the butternut squash chips though. But it's only been on for about 5 minutes. So let's see how it goes. I know it's a lot of mushrooms, but they need using up. We'll make enough bolognese for a couple of days. Got some white pepper, paprika, oregano.
What about oregano?
Oregano.
We got the oregano.
Loads of that in. Cumin. Some garlic granules. Probably not the traditional correct herb for bolognese. Whoops, there goes quite a few of them out the back. Well, you've got to put what you like, haven't you? Well, even if the oven doesn't cook the hobs really good, the temperature seems to have gone down though. It's because I opened the door.
What's on now?
It's gone back to about 100 again now.
It's a bit boogered, isn't it?
Yeah, the oven's a bit boogered. Get my secret ingredient in now. You love it or you hate it. Marmite. Yeah, Zoe's not a fan ordinarily, but in things like bolognese and stews, it's yummy. Well, we gave up on the oven, thinking it's never going to get hotter than 100 degrees, so we might have to get a new one. It'll probably be as cheap as getting this ancient one fixed. But Zoe had a good idea. We did the chips in the grill and that worked okay. So they look okay. We'll try them and see. And the bolognese is alright. So that's all ready now. That's okay.
That's good, thank you.
It's really nice out here. It's a lovely spot. There are a few people coming and going in cars. Probably just sat having a smoke or whatever. Nobody's bothered us. I must admit I'm slightly apprehensive about being parked out somewhere public, like only because I've never done it before. We're nowhere near any populated areas though, so I don't think we'll be bothered by anybody passing. And well, Zoe's parked in places like, she said, a lot sketchier than this before when she used to drive wagons, so I'll get used to it, I guess. We'll let you know in the morning. Oh, the light did come on. Jump down there, lovey. Go on, it's okay. Good girl. This is our first night wild camping. We've got these security lights which we've just velcroed on. They're solar powered, so you can take them off. We just put them up when we park up somewhere. Perhaps not dark enough, that one, to come on. I think it's going to rain tonight. A couple of lorries parked up here. There were some other cars here. People just fishing. And the road is quieting down now a lot. So I think we'll have a peaceful night here. Alright, Pickle. Put the Pickle up to bed. It's peaceful outside. I think it will remain so.
See you in the morning. Night night.
Night.
Okay, out there.
Yeah. Anybody alive up here? She loves it up in the bed so much. It's difficult to get her out.
Oh, hello. Good morning, everybody.
Morning. We survived the night in the wild.
There was some heavy rain, but that was nice.
Yeah, it somehow doesn't sound too loud on Melvin's bubble in the front where we sleep up there. So, because it's so round in every direction, it mostly kind of scoots off the...
Scoots?
Yes, it does. It scoots off the roof.
But it was very quiet otherwise. There was nobody about.
Yeah.
The road goes quiet. It was nice. It was good.
Just two truckers were parked here with us and they didn't make a peep, did they?
No, they'll be fast asleep.
See you later.
See you later. Bye-bye.
There's a creature in the darkness peeping.
Creature in the darkness.
She's not going to get out.
She has to get up. We've got to get her going.
This is the morning ritual.
This is the morning game.
Where the Pickle says, I don't want to get out of bed.
But you can try and make me.
Oh, she's coming. You hold the camera. Good girl, come on. Oh no, she's gone back again. Come on. Come on. Come on, man. Gonna come and get you. Gonna get you. Come on, silly sausage. What sort of noise is that? Come on then. Yay, good girl. We've got a Pickle. She's emerged from the bedchamber. Well done, Fee. Well done, Pickle.
It's a very exciting game.
Now, sleep on the sofa instead. Doink.
Thanks for taking the pee out.
Of course. Too far to jump. Oh, it's a lovely place to wake up in. Oh. I'll do this again. Next time we find ourselves on some very unsuitable roads in the Quantocks. Explore more of the beautiful counties of Somerset and Dorset and discover some more great places to park up for free or next to no money. So make sure you subscribe to join us on our van life adventures. Thanks guys, bye for now.
Have you plugged it in for power?
Yeah, and this time I'm going to attempt not to spill my coffee. Mine's got coffee spills all over it.
Oh, well, that's because you're a troll. God, dear.
You're supposed to face the camera.
I have no idea where the bloody camera is.
No, I'm talking to the P. It's got a back to the camera.
Okay.
That's better.
Hi, I'm Malish and I love travelling in our van.
You have to go left a bit.
Hi, I'm Zoe and I'm severely sight impaired, but I still love going out in Melvin the Motorhome.
What are you doing?
Hi, I'm Kiva and I love pickle. Hello, I'm Melvin the Motorhome.
And together we want to travel the world.
And we hope you join us on our adventures.